What if every wrong thing you ever did, every lie, every burst of anger, every selfish decision had a punishment waiting for you? Not just any punishment, but one perfectly designed to match your crime. Imagine a place where justice isn't a courtroom, but an eternal sentence. That's what Dante Alighieri imagined more than 700 years ago in his famous work The Divine Comedy. He created a vision of hell so detailed, so poetic, and so terrifying that it still shapes how we think of the underworld today. This isn't just fire and demons. It's psychological, it's symbolic, and it's chilling. Today, we'll travel through Dante's 9 circles of hell, from the edge of darkness all the way down to the frozen pit where Satan himself is trapped. We begin at the entrance. Dante's hell is not chaos, it's order. Every soul has a place. Every punishment matches the crime. As you step in, the first thing you hear is a warning carved into stone: abandon all hope, you who enter here. Those words tell us everything. This is not a place for redemption, only despair. The first circle is Limbo. This is where the unbaptized and the virtuous pagans live. These are people who weren't wicked, but they also weren't saved. Philosophers, poets, even ancient heroes are here. There's no fire, no whips, no demons tearing at flesh. Instead, the punishment is sorrow, the eternal knowledge that they'll never see heaven. Imagine being surrounded by greatness, Homer, Socrates, even Julius Caesar, but knowing that no matter how good or wise you were, you'll never reach paradise. It's like standing forever outside a party you can see but never enter. Then comes the second circle, lust. This is the first circle where real torment begins. Here, the souls of the lustful are blown about endlessly by a violent, never-ending storm. They're tossed around, colliding with one another, unable to control their path. In life, they let desire carry them away. In death, the wind carries them with no rest. Dante even places famous lovers here, like Cleopatra and Helen of Troy. Imagine being swept away in a hurricane for eternity, with no ground, no silence, no escape, only the endless roar of the storm. The third circle is gluttony. Here, the punishment fits the excess. The souls lie in freezing mud, under constant icy rain, while Cerberus, the three-headed hound of hell, rips at them. They lived for food, drink, and comfort, but in death, their pleasure is turned inside out. Instead of warmth and fullness, they get filth and endless hunger. The rain never stops. The ground is always slime. And Cerberus never leaves them alone. It's a world where overindulgence becomes disgust. The fourth circle is greed. It's a strange place, because it's divided into 2 groups. On one side are the hoarders, those who clung to wealth. On the other are the spendthrifts, those who wasted it. Both are doomed to push massive weights in a circle, crashing into each other again and again. In life, they were obsessed with money. In death, money is now a useless burden they can never escape. The clash of their weights, the endless shouting, the struggle, it's an eternal game with no winner. Next comes the 5th circle, anger. Here, we find the river Styx, a foul swamp of black water. On the surface, the wrathful fight each other, clawing, biting, screaming in rage. Beneath the water, the sullen lie trapped in mud, their silent fury drowning them forever. In life, they let anger rule them, loudly or quietly. In death, their rage consumes them endlessly. Imagine trying to breathe but finding only thick mud in your mouth, your lungs burning, while above you others rip each other apart. Now we move deeper into the city of Dis, the walls of iron, guarded by demons. This is where the 6th circle begins, heresy. The souls here denied the immortality of the soul, denied the afterlife, denied that there was more beyond death. Their punishment? To lie in burning tombs. The stone coffins are red-hot, flames shooting from the cracks, and the souls inside scream in eternal agony. They said death was the end. But here, their awareness never ends. The 7th circle is reserved for violence, and it is divided into 3 parts. First are the violent against others, murderers, tyrants, warmakers. They are boiled in a river of blood, and if they try to rise too high, centaurs patrol the banks, shooting them back down with arrows. Then come the violent against themselves, the suicides. Their souls are trapped inside thorny, twisted trees. Their leaves bleed when torn, and monstrous harpies rip at them. They gave up their human form in life, so in death, they are denied it forever. Finally, those violent against God, nature, and art walk across a desert of burning sand. From above, fire rains down endlessly. No water, no shade, no rest, only burning earth below and burning sky above. The 8th circle is perhaps the most complex, fraud. Dante calls it malbolge, or evil pockets, and it has 10 different ditches, each with its own punishment. Seducers are whipped by demons as they march. Flatterers wade in rivers of human waste. Corrupt priests are shoved headfirst into holes, their feet on fire. Sorcerers walk with their heads twisted backward, forced to look only behind them. Thieves are attacked by snakes, their forms stolen, their bodies melting and reforming. Hypocrites wear golden cloaks lined with heavy lead, glittering on the outside but crushing within. Evil counselors burn in individual flames. Sowers of discord are sliced open by demons, their wounds healing only to be cut again. And counterfeiters, liars and cheats are plagued by disease, scratching their skin raw. It's a factory of deception, and every corner shows a new kind of corruption. Finally, we arrive at the ninth circle, treachery. This is the coldest, darkest place in all of hell. Instead of fire, there is ice, a frozen lake called Cocytus. Traitors are trapped in the ice, frozen in different positions depending on who they betrayed. Some are stuck up to their necks, others completely buried. The worse the betrayal, the deeper the ice. And at the very center of hell sits Satan himself. He is a massive, terrifying figure with 3 faces, each one chewing on a traitor: Judas, who betrayed Jesus; Brutus and Cassius, who betrayed Caesar. His great wings flap endlessly, trying to escape, but they only make the ice colder. Here, in the deepest silence and the coldest cold, hell ends. Dante's vision is terrifying not because it's full of fire and monsters, but because it feels personal. Each punishment is poetic, each one fits the crime. In his world, hell isn't chaos, it's justice. It's the idea that you cannot escape your choices. You live forever inside the consequences of who you truly were. And maybe that's the most frightening thing of all. So, what do you think? Is Dante's hell just medieval imagination, or does it reveal something about how humans understand guilt and justice? If you found this journey fascinating, make sure to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe for more deep dives into history, myths, and the strange corners of human belief, because there's always more to explain, and you won't want to miss it.